Hello friends, and welcome to the December unboxing of the Stationery Selection Kit Club. This is a monthly subscription with stationery exclusive from Japan, and every month it is filled with new and exclusive amazing stationery items. If you've been following for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but if you're new here, welcome. I hope that you will enjoy this unboxing video. So today I'm going to open up December's box, and let's get right into it. So every month there is always an informational paper that tells you about all the items in the box. I tend to want to read this first so I get an idea of what I'm experiencing and have a little bit more appreciation for it the second I touch it. And if there's anything I need to know about the product before I unbox it or anything, I like to know beforehand because sometimes there is some information that likes to preface the item. So that's what I tend to want to do. Sometimes there's QR codes here that give you more information on the products as well. So I always read this first. I have already read this, but let's go ahead and jump right in. The first item is this amazing pouch. It's the biggest item in the box, and if you have been following for a while or a subscriber of me or the Stationery Selection, you will recognize the brand. We got this pouch over the summer, I think, and it still lives on my desk permanently. I still use it all the time. I keep a lot of the items that have come in the previous kits right here on my desk so I can reach them super quickly. But this particular one is a collaboration between the Canvas and the Stationery Selection. So this is an exclusive item, but I really love it. So you can see the Stationery Selection branding right there. This is really, really cool. So it's almost like a roll pen case without the actual roll. You have this protective flap right here, which I have to say is pretty thick. This is double layered. So it's not just like a really thin piece of fabric that's going to be laying over your pens and utensils. This is really, really thick. It's double layered from the front and back, and then the pocket here is just a single layer. But we have a wider pocket here and then two thinner ones. And what's really unique and special about this particular pen case is that Mitz intentionally wanted it to be a little bit longer than other pen cases. She wanted it to be able to hold the taller Tombow markers, which I can 100% appreciate. I keep Tombow markers by my desk. I mean, you can hear them right here next to me. The colors that I frequently use the most stay right next to me, so now being able to include them into a pen case, which I never would have been able to do in the past. I mean, I guess I could have, but it just would have been tight and it wouldn't feel quite as special. I appreciate this sentiment behind this, and I love the color. I love the blue and the brown and the gold. I know a couple months ago Mitz was asking what colors we liked best together, and I think it was unanimous that we liked these colors the best. So yeah, that's really exciting. I really love this pen case. I love that I can also store my other utensils like my scissors. Let's see, I've got my little journal keeper opener here. Let's see what else I've got. I've got my fountain pen. This is my brass Coeco, I think. I don't remember, it's gone now. I've had this pen for so long. Bone folder. I mean, all of these things are great, and then I just can fold them up and clip it closed, and there we go. I just love this. This is so fun. I don't have a roll-up pen case, so this is my first experience with a stationery item like this, and I really, really like it. I love the brass detail as well. I think it's just very clean and very crisp. So obviously, because this is a bigger and probably a little bit more expensive of an item, it does mean that we're not going to have quite as many options in the kit. So I'm just going to show you what else we have. I'm not saying that the kit is small in any way, because The 2 exclusive items in this kit blew me away. As soon as I opened the box, I literally gasped because I was so surprised and shocked to have 2 exclusive items, and they're both really, really good. So this is the first. We got 3 pens, which I'm super pumped about. We have this Posca paint marker, which is really interesting. I don't own, well, that's not true. I own a yellow one that I bought for a project that I had to do with my boys, but I was using it on wood, so it never came into the office. So I'm excited to have this, and I love that it's white. I think that that's the perfect color. It's going to add pop and interest to everything, and I love how small it is because the normal size Posca paint markers are much larger and thicker. So I love it. This is a smaller size, and I love that it's white. The next item is this Zig branded clean color brush pen. And this color is a new color. It is a really pretty like blush color. I wonder if it actually has a name. Blossom Pink is the name, and it actually is the perfect pink for my personal branding for Skylar Hand Studio. So I'm extra excited about this one. Don't worry, we're going to test all these pens. But this is a real brush pen, which means that the nib is a little bit softer, and it's made with real like fibers, so it's a little bit softer, which means that it tends to be a little bit finicky if you're not sure what you're doing with these kinds of nibs. The last pen is this Pigma fine line pen. This is a pen that Mitz uses all the time. She loves this one. This is from the Sakura brand, and I like this nib as well because it reminds me a lot of the Emmett pens or the Emot pens. But the problem with those Emot pens is if you use them a lot like I did, I only got one and it was from this kit. I used it all the time because the color was amazing and it was a brush pen on one side and it had this kind of nib on the other. It broke down like within a month or two. And one side had this very distinct lean to it, like when you're writing with a pencil and the lead sort of gets that slant on one side. That's what happened with that pen. Mitz assures us that this nib will not do that. So I will be the judge of that, Mitz. I totally trust you. But I definitely want to see that because I did experience that with a previous pen. Or maybe it wasn't the Emot pen. It was a different pen. I don't even know if I have it anymore. I think I used it all to death. It wasn't an Emmett pen. Emmett pens have the same nib, but the one I'm talking about is a different one. So all right, next, I'm saving the best for last, I promise you. This is a Deco Rush liner. This is something that you would use like a whiteout or a tape runner, except it doesn't have like whiteout or glue in it. It actually has a design, and this particular design, I think it's like planner or something. Let's see. It says it is the Techo print, and Techo means planner or pocketbook. So that's really fun. It's kind of interesting that is the one that she chose because we're all breaking out our new planners this month in preparation for next month. So I like that one. Don't worry, I'll test all of these, but I want to get to the good stuff. The last and final item in this kit, which I oogled and ogled, and I have been holding myself back from ripping it open because this was made for me. I feel like Mitz was just thinking about me when she made it. Let's just say that. I'm totally kidding, but this is me and a washi tape. This is a new PET tape, which means it is a clear tape. I do not own any PET tapes whatsoever. I have not jumped on that bandwagon. I have not bought any new stationery for a really long time. And I don't have any PET tapes, so I'm really, really excited to test this out. But this is an exclusive item. This is something that Mitz made with her own hands, and I think she was like joking around saying that she had finally figured out how to digitize all of these things that she was making, and she went crazy. I'm here for it, Mitz. Ooh, I'm so excited. I don't own any of these tapes, so I'm like wickedly excited, and I'm more excited because Mitz made it. This is something that came from her, and I'm just so excited. So let's go ahead and get this going. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's so clear. Oh my gosh. Okay, so something I'm noticing right away, and you guys know me, you know how I feel about smells. This does have like a clear tape smell. You guys know when you use clear packing tape, sometimes some brands can have that very distinct clear packing tape smell. This has definitely got it. I wouldn't say it's overpowering. It's not nearly as strong as those other ones, but I think the adhesive in this is what makes that smell. But look how interesting these are. I don't know how many different designs there are. Okay, that looks like it's it right here. So I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer so you guys can see. And it's a little bit difficult because it's clear. Just got to catch the light just right. But look how fun those are. This is, I mean, look at that one. This is going to be so interesting to use. So I imagine that you are meant to fussy cut all of these out. Look at this. This is clear in the middle of that. So you could put that over something, like a little dried flower or something. Ooh, this is so exciting. Okay. All right. I am going to get my scissors, and I'm just going to cut this right here. And I actually think I'm going to try to save this. No, I'm not. That's definitely not going to work. Okay, not going to work. I'm going to hope that doesn't run away from me. All right, so let's just go ahead and fussy cut this out. I'm just going to do that one because this one's got that tape on it and it's probably going to give me some problems. So let's see. I just got this piece of cardstock here, so I'm going to test everything. Oh, that's really thin and it peels off super nice. Oh my gosh, that feels so fun. Oh, this is so fun. Okay. Let's go ahead and test this. This is the Sakura Micron Pigma Fine. I really enjoy the way that writes. It writes like a felt tip pen. I guess I should have gotten a different color other than white, huh? Let's see if I have another piece of paper that's not white. Here we go. We have a craft envelope. All right, so I know in the past, from using these, you kind of have to get them going. So let's just go ahead and pump that down. That nib is like rock hard. There we go. Ooh, this writes so much differently than the one I was using before. This is a completely different experience. Okay, so the reason that this feels different than the one I was using before is that the one that I was using before had like a fibrous nib, like a felt-y kind of nib, and it broke away really easily. This has it feels like plastic because I put it into my finger and you can still see like the little circle there. This is hard. I don't feel like this is going to break down really easily. I'm super impressed with this. I don't know if this is different than the other ones. I don't know. All I know is that this was an amazing experience. Look how fine I got those lines. That was so fun. All right, next is this brush pen. Now, I'll be honest, I know how to use brush pens in a mediocre type of way. Like, I can figure it out. But these ones have always given me trouble because they're so long and they're so soft. I really prefer a really hard brush pen nib. So let's test this out. All right, so the color doesn't exactly match. You guys can see this is more of a purple and this is more of like a dusty rose. It says it's Blossom Pink. So how I have always done brush lettering with brush pens is to just go really hard on the down, and you guys can see those fibers moving away when I do that, but look how big that goes and you sort of lose control of it a little bit. The thing with these pens is that they are very wet, so you don't really have to worry about it sort of streaking out on you, especially once you get it going. It did a little bit right here, but I had just started using it. If you want to get those finer brush lines, you really have to learn how to control the tip of that nib really, really well. And sometimes I can be in such a rush that I'm just not interested in control. I just want to be able to write freely like I can with other brush pens. But these are really fun. The colors are really interesting and the ink is really awesome. So I am noticing that as it dries, it does get a little bit deeper. It's not quite as purpley, but it's definitely not the same color as advertised on the outside of the pen. All right, next is this Deco Rush thing. How cute is that? This is great for like dividing. Oh, it rubs off too, doesn't it? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know these did that. I feel bad. I totally wasted that. I've never experienced that. Real life blooper, people. Ooh, wrong way. Nope, right way. Not enough pressure. I have always been like, you just press it down to get it like smoother, and maybe you can still do that. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. Here is a look of it at close or up close. Those are really cute. All right. Well, I'm super pumped about this kit. I think this is super interesting. I can't wait to play more with these items, especially this tape. This is going to be really fun. I just think that's super interesting. So we've got this great pen case with some pens to load it up, and this really fun Techo Deco Rush liner divider thing, and then this amazing PET tape. This is my first one, and I am so grateful that it is from the Stationery Selection. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will leave all the information you need to find the Stationery Selection in the description box down below. But until next time, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.